Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be reading dark romance. I will figure out what I'm going to read. I'll probably update you tomorrow or later tonight. One thing about me is I am a liar because I've already decided I've changed this video. It's just gonna be a mood reading vlog because I don't really feel like reading dark romance. So we have some options. I have 3 options here. Really kind of 4, but basically 3. We have like one option that we could do. And they're all for my physical TBR. So this is the option that I'm probably not gonna choose, honestly, just because I don't feel like reading it. But it is the option that I could read on my Kindle as well. Because I'm pretty sure it's on Kindle Unlimited. And that is the Love Redesigned, and it's the first one in the Lakefront Billionaire series by Lauren Asher, and so that we could read it. I'm not really sure what it's about. Apparently billionaires. So there's that, but I don't really want to read that, honestly. Then we have Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and this one, you know, I feel like it's pretty classic. You know, classic. Yeah, so we could read this one as well. I think it's very fast paced as well. How many times are you gonna say as well? Or we have Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. This one, I don't really know what it's about. I read the back, but I'm confused. I think it's generally just about workplace romance. There's no like trope like other than workplace romance, and like kind of like rivals still lovers, but it seems like he more just like likes her and she doesn't know it or something. And then the one I'm like pretty much 80% sure that I'm gonna read this is Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young, which is on my 25 for 25 plus my physical TBR. So like that's pretty good. And this one basically is they go and have a one-night stand at a costume at a Halloween party, and then she ends up pregnant, and then they decide to like, I don't know if it's just co-parenting or like if they, okay, it says just as friends and just try to parent together. And I really decided to do this because I was watching Emmy Rossum's, I always don't know how to say her name, but her 24-hour readathon that she just posted, and she read this book, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to read dark romance, I think I want to read this book. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make myself some tea, and then we're gonna get straight into this. Okay, it is time for a little reading update, and first of all, I finally got Witch's Brew. Basically, I ordered some on Amazon, but because it's like a coveted flavor, it wasn't gonna come until like later, and so I'm looking everywhere, and Hy-Vee, that is the winner. It's stock there anyway. But the reading update is I basically finished the book because I just couldn't stop reading it, and I just have like one, like it's like a little bonus chapter, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna read it. I can't decide 4 or 5. I don't know. But basically, if I didn't tell you what it's about, it's basically about Win and Bo, and they have a little one-night stand, and it turns out, oh, Win got pregnant. Win is the girl, obviously. And yeah, they decide that they're going to co-parent and like go through the pregnancy together. Not really as romantic relationship. They don't have a romantic relationship, but they decide that they're gonna parent together and go through the pregnancy together. And they both have limb differences, which that's why Out on a Limb. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize that was why it was called that. And then I was realizing it, I was like, are you stupid? Anyway, but Win has like a little hand, and Bo has an amputated leg, so he has prosthetic, I guess is what you say. Anyway, and I would maybe switch up the trigger warnings for this. There are some, like, she kind of has a rude ex or a mean ex, and some other stuff that you could see them spoilers, but I don't know. So if you feel like you need to, then search up trigger warnings. And yeah. Yeah, I really, like, there's, like, you could tell the writing, like, there's so many, like, it has good humor. It's really funny. And Bo is, like, the greenest flag to ever walk the planet, basically, and he's not even walking the planet because he's fictional, so, yeah, but I really liked it. I will give more thoughts later when I, first of all, fully finish it, and second of all, decide what I'm rating it. I feel like it's a 5-star, but I don't know. I'll update you later. I think for my next book, I'm either going to read As Good as Dead, I think is what it's called, the last book in the Good Girls Guide to Murder trilogy. I've been putting it off because apparently it's really scary and you're not supposed to read it at night. So, yeah. Or I'm gonna go to I forget what it's called, The Naturals. Just kidding, don't forget what it's called, The Naturals. The first book is like All In or something. Because I'm kind of craving like a little YA, like mystery thriller, or not even YA. Well, I guess YA. Anyway, so I think that's what I'm gonna read, but also could go like Allie Hazelwood or something. But yeah, I will update you when I have updates. Hopefully for this next book, I'll try to like update you more. I just like genuinely couldn't put it down. Out of the Limb was so bingeable. Anyway, I'm gonna update you when I have updates. Okay, I have landed on a 4.5 star for Out on a Limb. I just really love this book. Basically, yeah, I loved like the friendship between Win and Sarah. Also, I think the next book in this, like, I think it's an interconnected standalone like series technically, and there's Out of the Woods, and I think that follows Sarah and Caleb, I think is his name. Now I'm already forgetting, but I love like the friendships in this, and Bo was actually like the sweetest man ever, like up there, which I guess Ryan Shay's like grumpy, but like up there with like the acts of service that Ryan Shay does. And yeah, I just loved it. I also love that we had an epilogue. I love an epilogue actually, if it's done right. So yeah, but it's just so good, and I loved like, I just loved it. Yeah, I had other things I feel like I was gonna say, but I'm forgetting them. So yeah, but I really like this book. The next book I think I'm gonna read, I think I've decided, also I called it All In, but it's literally called The Naturals is the book. I think I'm gonna read that and start that, but I could do a whole 180 and like start like The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue or like something crazy, but we're gonna start one tonight. I'll let you know when I start. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be All In. I'm like 98% sure it's gonna be all, or not All In, The Naturals. I don't know why that's in my head. Girl, that's literally like the last book. Anyway, yeah, so that's my update. 4.5 for the first book in this vlog. Hopefully for the next book I update you more, because it literally said I'm gonna start this and then it said JK, I finished it. Anyway, that's, yeah, I'll update you with what book we for sure start reading. Okay, so little updates on The Naturals. I started it, was it just yesterday? No, on Tuesday I think I started it. And basically, I don't think I told you what it's about. So basically, Cassie, it's kind of weird because her name's the same as mine. Anyway, but Cassie is her mom was like, they think she was murdered, which you pretty much know this the first couple pages. So like murdered, or like she was just gone missing. So then she had to go and live with her dad's family because her dad is like something in the military, I think. And so you start that she's living with their dad's family, but she doesn't like totally feel like she fits in, like with her aunts and her grandma. Anyway, and so then she also has the natural ability to profile people, like her mom was a like palm reader or whatever, psychic, and so she taught her basically how to profile people. Like she wasn't actually psychic, she just, you know. Anyway, so basically one day this guy shows up at the diner that she works at, and is like, this guy shows up, leaves his business card, and it's an FBI card, and is like, call me. And then it turns out that she goes, and the FBI have this program for what they call naturals, and so it's like kids, or anybody really, but it's kids because it's whatever, who have the natural ability to do, like, she's a profiler, and there's other ones that's like one of the girls can detect lies, and one of them is just like really smart with numbers, and one of them, he like reads emotions, so it's kind of the same as a profile but different. And then there's another profile, so blur. So she goes, and they're basically training them to be in the FBI, and so that when they get older they can help them solve cases, and they kind of help them now. And so I'm currently like, I'm 45% in. I listened to the audiobook yesterday a little bit too, which that was when it was really weird that her name was the same as mine, because people would be like saying Cassie. I don't know why, it's kind of funny. But it's really interesting. There's like, one of their like lessons actually was a case about this girl. It was like a cold case, but they never answered like where she was at, and I was like, wait, I want to know about that. So I don't know if it'll come back up or if it's just like you're not supposed to remember it. Anyway, and there's the creepy like you chapters, and I don't know, I just seen people saying, like, seen people talk about them like on Instagram and stuff, and now I'm like, low-key, this is creepy. So yeah, but I am really liking it, so hopefully I'll finish it. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it today, but hopefully by the end of this week. Okay, hello guys. Basically I finished the naturals. The ending, excuse me, the ending. Oh, what was that? Girl, Miss Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I did not see it coming, and maybe I'm just dumb, but maybe I thought, anyway, it was crazy ending. Ow, guys, my foot really hurts. Anyway, I finished that, and I also, the romance crumbs. I pretty much know who was gonna end up with who, or who she's gonna end up with, I think, because I saw spoilers on like Pinterest. And so I think I know who she ended up with in this whole book. I was like, I actually want her to end up with the other one. And then at the end, the guy who I think she ends up with, like, said some things, and I'm like, yeah, I like you. Anyway, so yeah, I really liked it. I gave it 3.5 stars. The ending literally got me. Also, The Deal by Elle Kennedy. Basically, this is the first book in the, like, this one's the off-campus series, but it's like the whole Briar U universe, I think. Anyway, and I'm 126 pages into it. I started it yesterday. I'm on chapter 17, not 17 pages, 38% in, and it's like flown by. I am actually eating it up. Basically what happens is they're at college, obviously. Well, I don't know if that's obvious. And it follows Hannah and Garrett Graham, and everyone raves about Garrett Graham, so I'm so happy that I'm meeting him now. Anyway, but basically what happens is Garrett, like, he flunks he doesn't flunk, maybe he does, I forget what he does. Basically he fails / doesn't get a good enough grade on this test, and it's gonna bring his like GPA or whatever it's called down to then he can't play hockey, because like you have to have a certain grade to play hockey at his school. And so he's like, R&R, I like need to play hockey. It's like, I have to play hockey. It's hockey's my life. He's also like a big player, popular big player. And then she is like the opposite. It's like typical, you know, she's like in the music, what is it called, the music department. She does like the showcase and like whatever. I don't know if she's a theater kid, but like, you know, that kind of vibe. And she's like one of the only students to, like, she got an A on the test, okay? And so he finds out, and he's like, bro, girl, I need you. I need you to tutor me. And she's like, no, I don't want to tutor you. First of all, I don't really like the popular people. You're kind of annoying. Second of all, I don't have time. Girl, I don't have time. Third of all, I don't know if she has a third reason. She just didn't really want to. And it's like typical, like this is the only girl that will like shoot him down, you know? Very typical, but like, let me eat it up. Anyway, so then it ends up, she has this like crush, but she's literally never talked to him. On this guy, this football guy. And he knows him. And so he's like, girl, he figured this out. He's like, girl, I know I can get you to want him, or I can get him to want you. And so she's like, no, you can't. He's like, yes, I know what guys want. They want like a little chase. They want what they can't have. And so she's like, whatever. And he's like, if you tutor me for like a week or whatever so I can do this makeup to still play hockey, then you can come with me and be my date to this party on Saturday. He's gonna be there because it's like his birthday or his friend's birthday or something, and he's gonna see that and be like, oh, I want her. And she's like, fine. So she starts tutoring him, and then yeah, I haven't even got to the part where they go to the party yet. So yeah, basically it's fake dating. She also trigger warnings because she has dealt with, like, she had sexual assault happen to her. And so I think they're gonna go into it. Is it weird to say I'm excited for them to go into it? Not like that. Like, I want her to work through it. Because, like, apparently she can't even go to her hometown anymore and, like, all this stuff. So, yeah, I'm really eating this up. Yeah. I don't really know what happens beyond that because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really read anything about it. I just knew everybody raves about it and I should read it. So here we are. We're reading The Deal by Elle Kennedy. Okay, so it's the next day and I have a little reading update for you. I am 84% in, and this is like one of the fastest paced books I've read. I don't know if it's actually fast paced or I'm just really liking it, so it's very bingeable for me. But like last night, I think I read like yesterday for another like 2-ish hours, and last night I like read and it felt like it was like 5 minutes or something, and I look up and it's been like an hour. I was like, what? But I am getting scared because I'm 84% in. I think I have like an hour left. Not even an hour. And I fear we might have a third act breakup coming soon. But hopefully we don't. Hopefully we don't. Anyway, I'm gonna continue reading. I'm loving it. Loving it. Like, maybe getting a 5-star feeling. It'll just depend on, like, if there's a third act breakup, if I feel like it's necessary. Also, it's dual point of view. I love a dual point of view. I feel like the romance books I've been reading lately haven't been dual point of view, and like, I'm not gonna not read something if it's not dual point of view or like even third person. But I do love a dual point of view. Can't talk, but anyway, I'm gonna continue reading. I'll update you when I have more updates. Okay, his dad is literally evil. Like, why am I about to cry right now? Graham, when I catch you. Is that even his name? I think so. I wanna die. Yay, hopefully this gets over soon. I feel like I know what's gonna happen, but I could be wrong. But I think I know what's gonna happen. I think. But maybe not. Anyway, just coming on here to say I hate Phil Graham. I don't know, is that even his name? Yeah, I think it is. Anyway. I'm so sorry, Garrett, for the terrible father you have. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading now. Guys, I love him so much. Okay, so I officially finished The Deal. I gave it 5 stars. Guys, I loved it so much. So much. I can't even like talk about it. I just loved it so much. Yeah, because yesterday then I started Love on the Brain by Allie Hazelwood, and I'm gonna be so honest, I didn't even make it through the first chapter. Not because I didn't like it, I was just I started reading it while I babysat on Wednesdays. Yesterday was Wednesday, and the kids were both a nap, and then they woke up. The baby did, and so I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go get you up. And then I just ended up not reading anymore. But I do think I'm gonna like it. Yeah, anyway, that's all I had to update you on. Okay, so I was gonna do like update more with Love on the Brain because I wasn't that far into it and I was gonna like actually do updates. But then this morning I was like getting ready for this church dinner thing and like just working or whatever, and I just listened to audiobook because it was on Spotify, and then I finished it. So yeah, but I gave it 5 stars. I didn't even tell you what it's about. Maybe I'll tell you what it's about first, because I didn't really know what it's about, because one thing about me is I go into like all of my books just blind. I don't really know what it's about. So basically what happens, or what, yeah, so it's B and Levi, and B is like, well, they're both, she's a scientist and he's an engineer, I think. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really sciencey or whatever, so I kind of block out what's happening there. I mean, not really, but kind of. Anyway, and so it ends up she's working like not for NASA, but kind of for NASA. They're basically doing these like helmet things that like something with the brain. She's like a neuroscientist or whatever it's called, and he's an engineer, or is he a neuroengineer? Whatever. They're doing some smart sciencey thing about brains and helmets for astronauts. Anyway, but the thing is that when they were in grad school, they knew each other, and everyone thought, including B, that Levi absolutely despised her. He was actually just in love with her. Anyway, and so it kind of goes from there. They have to be like their co-leads or whatever on this project. And so, yeah. It's so good. I just really like it. He was like it might be better. I don't know if I like it better than Love Hypothesis. Anyway, it's really good. And her like little not little, her like assistant is so funny. And yeah, I really liked it, so I gave it 5 stars. Yeah, everything's kind of leaving my brain now. It's gonna be the end of the vlog. I'll just end it off now. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, comment any video ideas you have for me. Comment if you've read any of these books and if you like them. Follow me on Instagram, Goodreads. All my links will be in the description. And I will see you next week. Bye.